Hello everybody, my name is Connie-Lee Bennett and I am absolutely delighted to be interviewing Judith Quin today.
Hello.
Hi Judith, thank you so
Hey.
much for agreeing to be interviewed.
My pleasure.
As many of you guys know, what the heart of Thrive with Connie-Lee Bennett is about the 5 key principles that I believe are important to live in freedom. And today what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Judith a couple of questions about principle number 1, which is courage. So Judith, what does courage mean to you?
Courage for me is about having the courage of your convictions. So knowing what it is that is your truth and having the courage to live that. Because if we don't, then we're lying to ourselves and everyone else who we meet.
Sure. That's really powerful because, the heart of everything that I do is to live in freedom. So inspire myself to live in freedom, but inspire other people to live in freedom. So if you know what your convictions are and you have the courage to truly live them,
You are free.
you are free.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give us? 1 or 2 bits of advice or tips on how to live your convictions so that you can be free. So maybe some practical tips, because something we can do like every day. Because one thing I'm passionate about is moving our understanding from the head, so our head knowing, to our heart feeling, to our soul. It's actually a head understanding, heart feeling, soul knowing.
Yeah.
So how can we move it in a practical way down to, so yes, I want to be courageous, but how do I live that?
So for me, my work is all about the voice, and I'm all about being connecting to your whole voice. And your voice isn't just this. It's not just your physical voice. You have a social voice as well, and that's where your convictions lie. So for me, daily practice is thinking about, if I'm in a situation, so if you're in a challenging situation, I think this is probably the easiest way to live it daily, is if you're in a challenging situation, having the ability, and it takes practice to have the ability to detach, wait, check in with yourself.
Sure. Powerful, yes.
And then respond, rather than something happens, react.
Yeah, I like it.
So when you do that moment of checking in with yourself, so how do I feel about this? I know someone's just made a casually racist comment in a conversation.
If you feel that it burns up inside of you.
Is my response to be very polite and ignore it, because I'm British. And I never do that. But it depends on the situation, and that's the thing. If it's a friend, I have a friend who does it a lot, and he will always get me going, really?
Yeah.
And it can be as simple as that. So having the courage of your convictions doesn't have to be a massive thing. It can be a daily thing. It can be, do I really want to go to that party?
Yes.
Do I want to hang around and wait for 30 people to go for dinner?
Yes.
Or do I actually just want to go to bed early and not have to be part of the crowd?
Yes.
So having the courage of your convictions can be massive. It can be, I want to change the world.
Yeah.
What am I going to do?
Yeah.
But it can just be, it's those things of checking in with your voice, your internal voice, your social voice.
Yeah.
And then having the courage, and this is where the other voice comes in, to express that.
Yes.
And say, actually, no, this is what I believe. Or, no, I don't want to do that. Or, yeah, that would be amazing. Or, actually, you know what I think would be great is... So having the courage of knowing your voice. So listen to your voice every day. And if you don't know what your convictions are, then taking 5 minutes every morning. People talk about meditation, and I think people think, oh God, I've got to sit thinking of nothing for an hour with my legs crossed.
Yeah.
And that's not what meditation is. Meditation is about thinking on a topic sometimes.
Interesting.
You meditate on something.
Yes. So you reflect on it and you process it, and you give yourself that space to actually think for a moment. how am I feeling and how am I going to choose to react?
And where does this connect?
Yeah.
Is it in my head? Is it in my heart? Is it
Sure.
in my soul?
Yes, yes.
You know, where is this
Yes.
in me?
That's
So
wonderful.
if there's a challenge, then I would say take that opportunity to just take 5 minutes, 1 minute a
Yeah.
day, and go,
Yeah.
how do I feel about this?
Yeah,
What is it I want? And then slowly get to know
Yeah.
your convictions, get to know your truth.
that's wonderful.
And then when you're connected to your whole self, you can start expressing either with your voice or with your writing or
Sure.
with your art or in your work, whatever it is, you can then start expressing your truth.
That's absolutely wonderful. Judith, thank you so much for your
No,
time.
my pleasure.
If people want to get in contact with you and
Yep.
find out a little bit more about you, how do they reach out to you?
The easiest way is probably Facebook, because everyone's on Facebook. So facebook.com/yourwholevoice.
Your whole voice, beautiful.
Yeah. I have a group as well, which is unsurprisingly Your Whole Voice Facebook groups.
Wonderful.
They're probably the easiest way to get in touch. There's videos, there's stuff that I do on there, so you can find out more about me.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And I guess I'm echoing Judith when I say that we both wish you a wonderful day of living in courage in that space of your authentic voice. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.